Yo guys, and in today's video we're going to be going over tips for car guys and driving Empire. These are some good tips for you to use if you are a car guy and driving Empire. So, let's get straight into this video and go over some tips you can use in driving Empire to just be a better player. Alright, so the first tip for car guys is, sorry my car is a bit loud, but is revving the car. Now, a lot of people always ask, like, how do you rev the car? Especially if they're on a PC, this just should be pretty easy for you. On mobile, I'm sorry, but I don't know if there's an option to rev the car for you. But on PC, this is how you do it. So basically, you got to get into your car. Sorry, I literally chose the loudest car I have, so you might not be able to hear me. But it says M right here. Now, sometimes it's a bit complicated because when you hit M, it doesn't really work that much. But here you go. You kind of just up Q is back. Sometimes it doesn't really work. There you go. And that's reverse. And if you go E, it goes up a couple, but it kind of takes a second sometimes. So there you go, and then that's how you rev it right there. So now I'm just redlining it. I probably shouldn't be doing this anymore, or my car might blow up. Oh, but yeah, that is how you rev a car in driving Empire, especially on PC. I'm sorry if you're on mobile. I don't know how to do that on mobile. You might be able to do it on controller, but I don't know about mobile. But let's get on to the next tip in driving Empire. Alright, the next tip for car guys is at your house usually. So I don't know if this just only pops up at your house. It might not, or it might just, I don't know. But this thing right here, this thing above your car that just describes the car, it's called a display thing or whatever it is. You can actually turn this off because it is kind of annoying when it just sits above your car. You kind of want a cleaner look. So if you go to settings right here and go to houses, this is what I mean by, I don't know if this pops up in settings if you're not at your house, but if you go to garage, car, info, displays, you can just turn this off simply by a button and now it's gone. Now, you can't really get rid of this, but it doesn't matter because if you go into camera mode, never mind, that doesn't go away like I thought it would. But if you get from a far enough distance, you can't see it. You can't see it anyway. So you could just take a photo like this from a different distance. But the other one wouldn't go away anyway. So yeah, that's a good tip for you. So you can get that to disappear. So it's not just hanging above your car all the time. But yeah, that is the next tip. I like to do that because I didn't like how it was always above my cars, especially in garages like over there where every car is just packed in. And it's just a bunch of stupid display things when I'm trying to take a photo. So yeah, you could just turn this off by going into settings, houses, and turning it off in display. So, yeah, let's go on to the next tip in driving Empire. Alright, guys, and the next tip is how to make an easy $115,000 a day without actually having to do anything. I always say this in my videos that are tips for people and stuff like that, and how to get rich, is rewards. They're called daily rewards for a reason. If you're not collecting these every day, then you need to. Like this one I just got literally the second I opened it up. Drive 3 miles, $8,000. But this right here I think adds up to around 115 grand, which is just, you don't have to race for it or anything. You just gotta play, which you're already doing it when you're playing Driving Empire. So that's why it's called Playtime Rewards, and they're daily. So I always say make sure to collect these rewards because you don't have to do anything for them, and then make you an extra 115 grand. I did a whole video where I literally made $1 million not moving at all because I just collected these for a couple of days, and I got $1 million. So yeah, just make sure to collect these and you'll be rich soon, and you won't even have to do races or anything. It's 115 grand a day. So yeah, just make sure you're collecting these daily rewards every single day. So let's get on to the next tip in driving Empire. Alright, the next tip for car guys is if you want silver wheels. It's kind of hard to get silver wheels sometimes because a lot of these are just the ones that are silver aren't really good looking, and stock wheels are black. So how you're gonna do this is go to white because you can't really make gray. There's only white and then a bunch of colors and then black. So what you want to do is just go to white. This is very simple. Go all the way to white, all the way up here. And reflectance will make it silver. Now, don't make it really silver because then it's going to look kind of weird when you come out the shop. I would say the normal one or the best one is probably just about right here. But if you want to go a little over the top like that, you can do that. And now you're going to have silver shiny wheels if that's what you're going for the reflectance. And if you come out here, you'll see it kind of looks better in the sunlight. So if you want silver wheels, just go to white and put the reflectance up. And you can kind of see those aren't really white anymore. Those are kind of silver. So that's how I get this cool look on my wheels right now if you really want silver wheels in this game. So yes, if you want silver wheels on your car, make sure to just go to whites because you can't really make gray, and put the reflectance up. That is my color on my rims. Yep. put the reflectance up, and you will get this gray shiny look, which is pretty cool. So that is how you make that type of color on a rim. So let's get on to the next tip in Driving Empire. Alright guys, the next tip is a bunch of settings you might want to have on in the game to make sure you're not going to have any trouble with your car. So if you go to settings right here next to houses and all this stuff, you go to settings, and there's a lot you can do. There's codes and stuff, but vehicles is what I'm going to focus on for this tip. And this is how you do all this stuff. So if you want to like change how many people can sit in your vehicle or who can sit in your vehicle, oh my god, voice crack, that's my bad. Whose vehicle can I sit in? And because, you know, it's annoying when people drive around and pick you up when you don't want to be in their car. So you can be, whose vehicle can I sit in, and go nobody or just friends, so random people can't just drive into you and pick you up in their car. And then if you don't want people sitting in your car, you can go nobody or friends, not just everyone. So that's, you know, if you don't want people sitting in your car or yourself sitting in other people's cars. Now, you could do this too, display names on other players' vehicles. Like if you don't want their like name, I think display names of other people's vehicles. I don't know what this is, but I have mine on nobody, so I guess I just don't have any trouble on my screen. And then this one, always be the driver or pilot in my vehicle. So that means I don't think anyone else can like drive your vehicles or something. Don't really know what that means. I don't think, wait. I think this is so like you can't sit in your passenger seat. Yeah, see, so it just goes straight to your driver's seat. See, if you don't want to, that's really good for like F1 and this car right here. Because it's really hard to get into the F1 in this car right here because like if you go to the side, you might get picked up. So if you hit that, you will only be able to get into the driver's seat. It's actually a pretty good one right there. So I'm actually going to keep that one on. So I just taught myself something. And then vehicle collisions I mean, is if you don't want people running into you, and if they also have it on, then you could do off so you don't hit people and like bounce off and crash and stuff like that. Comfort mode driving, make sure to have this off unless you're doing highway grind where you go back and forth, because this will decrease your handling on your car by a lot. High door prompts, you could do this if you don't want like this, like while you're seating, if you don't want all these stuff in the way, you can just turn that off to make sure that's not on so you can't see those. And then race car promotions, you can just do whatever you want for those. So yeah, just make sure you have all the settings you want. There you go. That's, you go here and then go to vehicles, and you could like just customize your car to make sure it's everything you want in your car or don't want. So yeah, let's get on to the next tip in Driving Empire. Alright guys, the last tips for car guys in Driving Empire I'm going to give in this video is very important. Just don't buy houses. Now I'm saying, you know, you can buy houses. Just don't listen to what I'm saying. You can buy houses if you want to. I like my house. I like how I can store my cars in a garage and stuff. But the downside to houses is they're an expense that you cannot sell. So like cars, you can buy them, a lot of them, and then just sell them later for, you know, $2.32 million. That's a lot of money. But houses, you buy them, they're a lot of money. They got cool garage spaces, but you cannot sell them. I'll show you right now. If I go to my house, just like, what is this one? How do I go? House shop. There's no sell button literally anywhere. You could search for it. You will never find a sell button. You cannot sell a house. So yeah, it's a bad decision because most people buy cars knowing that they could just sell the car later on if they don't want it. But yeah, houses you cannot sell in Driving Empire. So you just like kind of waste the money, and then you realize, oh, I can't sell this, and like half of the time I'm not even going to spawn it in the game. I'm just going to be driving around. So why get the house unless I'm going to do like roleplay or something and or put my cars in a garage? I'm not saying you can't, you can still get a house if you want to. I got houses because I like them, but just know you cannot sell the house, and it's just, yeah, it's just an expense you cannot sell. So that is the last tip I'm going to give you in Driving Empire, is that houses you cannot sell. Sometimes in certain cases, it's kind of a waste of money. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope these tips helped you. And if this video does well, I'll think of some more tips for you guys and do another video, part 2, because you could do many parts of this video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Join my Discord and subscribe to my other 2 channels in the description. And hope to see you guys in the next video.